result. There's some room. They all go tumbling down. There's the double. Good afternoon and welcome to the $60,000 Coca-Cola 10-pin Classic. I'm Terry Kennedy. We're at the Richlands Centre in Brisbane. Jeanette Baker, my co-commentator. Should be a great game today.
This should be a battle of wits. We've got two good teams out here today.
It's New South Wales up against Western Australia. Here's how the New South Wales side lines up. Andrew Fawley will lead the team off. He's a power bowler, a real swinger. The female of the team, Sharon McLeish, they call her Shazza. She's been bowling for 10 years, a current average of 195. And also the third bowler for New South Wales, Fred Alsop. He's the captain, a current average of 208.
And in the Western Australian team, they're led by captain Tom Curry, 47 years of age, but a mind full of experience. Trish Cortezis, 46 years of age, but again, a very competitive player. And finally, Steve Hart, the baby of their team at 25.
Well, maybe the baby of the team, but he'll play a big part in this contest against New South Wales. Plenty of experience here, Jeanette.
Absolutely, there's a lot of depth and a lot of talent out there today. Andrew Frawley leading off the New South Wales team.
I'd like to make a big start to this game. He can't do it. It crossed over early.
He's using a fairly soft piece of equipment in the ultimate weapon. He loves to swing the ball out and see it come back.
Not that far.
Not that far, not today. He'll change his piece of equipment, something a little bit straighter, and to go for the spare.
Frawley now looking for the spare, tidies him up. The big straight ball never looked in down. Okay. So he gets his first one out of the way, and
Absolutely.
all these players be happy just to get that first one.
And Andrew is so tall, he's got so much reach. You think sometimes it's an advantage, but not necessarily. On the other end of the spectrum, Tom Curry. Not one of the tallest players out there, but a heart like Farlap. Ooh, he's crossed over just as well, leaving the single solitary pin in the middle of the deck.
Speaking of Farlap, Tom Curry has won this Coke twice. He's winner of the Brisbane Cup, the Melbourne Cup and the Sydney Cup. So I'd like to have a racehorse like him.
Oh, I think you may have, if you had him as a racehorse, you would have had him out at stud. Quite seriously, he's got a big heart and he never gives up. A real fighter is Tom.
So he closes the frame, gets the spare. Tom Curry. Sharon McLeish next up, the New South Wales team. She's from Newcastle, been bowling for 10 years, and she's also the winner of the Melbourne Cup for the ladies in 1993.
That's right, Sharon, left-hander, will use a bit of the lane. Oh! Thought she was going to open the account that time for New South Wales. It was a good shot. As we see, just straight down the line, the ball coming in at the right time, but that pin just laying down in the gutter and not allowing it to take out that nasty little one in the corner.
She represented Australia and New South Wales on many occasions. Sharon McLeish looking to tidy up this frame. It's getting away on her a bit.
Too much room, Sharon. She actually let it go way too soon, but note of confidence from the rest of the team. Don't worry about it. We'll cover that up.
It's only early days.
Exactly. And here's Trish Cortezis from Western Australia. Wanted to give her bowling a real good opportunity, so moved across to Melbourne for a couple of years and was very competitive.
That is dedication. Trish Cortezis, her opening bowl of the championship.
It's high. Oh, the pin shakes, but no, it stays up there.
Take the two.
And from the captain, Tom Curry, take the two. As we see there.
Good solid advice, though.
Absolutely. Going very high, no chance. There was a little rock, but team playing is about taking percentages, and that is better to be sure of two, because you may need the pins at the end of the game. And safely covers the two.
Just that, so good instructions from the captain.
Absolutely.
Well carried out by Trish.
It's early stages yet. You see Trish going for the spare, covering the two, but leaving the little one in the corner.
Now the captain, the New South Wales, Fred Alsop. He He won the Coke here in 1991 when it was a singles event. His opening ball of the championship.
Again, another left-hander, giving it plenty of room, but unfortunately just a touch too much room. And we're seeing the difference too here. The Fred very, very low to the foul line, long swing, but the ball not quite making it up to the head pin.
Certainly the style looks great.
Oh, great technician. Fred's been bowling for a long time. He has made some changes to his game, not a great deal of change. And this is with a player who knows his own game and gets out and plays it. And covers the spare with a sense of relief.
It's always nice to get that first one behind you, isn't it?
Absolutely. As we see him going for the spare, good solid shot from the line. Only just touching the head pin, but covered the rest.
Steve Hart. Next up for WA, he's made changes to his game recently. Got plenty of potential. He's been bowling for 8 years. He's only 25 years of age.
Steve has matured as a person and in his bowling over the last few years. And as a left-hander, he can do a lot with it. Always telling it to come up, but single pin, safe though.
Steve has a game high of 300. His current average, 205.
And when you consider over a season, that's averaging 205 per game, possibly over 3 or 4 games a night for 30 or 40 weeks.
Their arms don't drop off. Looking to tidy up this frame. Does so, but with the finest of touches. And he'll take it. He won't knock it back, will he?
Never, never. As they say, you watch this shot, it just takes off at the end, the revolutions, and not a coat of paint in it.
So the end of the third frame, and it's New South Wales. They lead by 2. Battle with WA on this occasion, and the Blues at the moment with a 2-point advantage.
Well, Andrew Frawley, who loves to get out there and attack the pins, he's got the height, he's got the swing, he loves to use as much lane as he can. As we see him swing it out. Yes, and there's the first one for New South Wales. A great shot by Andrew Frawley that time. Good long swing, plenty of lane, gets down and rides it. Yes, there's the one. Look at the revolutions on that ball. And they're all tucked away into the back pin.
So Andrew Frawley, just with a nod of the head, says that's what you've got to do. Now, this Tom Curry, if anyone can respond, Curry can.
He should.
Handles pressure well, Tom Curry. He's used to it. Looking good.
Oh, my goodness.
It could have been nasty. It could have been a lot worse than that.
Awfully tight, awfully tight. The piece of equipment he's using is a very reactive ball, and it's pretty new quantity as far as what it's going to do in this country at this stage. But that one goes high, and again, it breaks up the split and leaves him with the 2 in the left-hand corner.
Should be an easy 2. Tom Curry, and
Not
it is. Swept and away. On 4 occasions, he's had the perfect game. Now, Sharon McLeish, second up for New South Wales. Didn't have the best start to this game. Plenty of time to make amends, though, for Sharon.
Absolutely, and also, too, Andrew's got a strike. Sharon will be trying to capitalise on that strike that Andrew's got.
Left-hander.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, she's done the desired thing. She's gone for what she's aiming for. The 5 pin is the king pin in the deck. And that way, we can get the desired reaction. But just a tad high, too much onto the head pin, and leaving those 2 in the corner.
Leash trying to tidy up this frame. Does so with ease.
No worries. Not a problem with that spare. Good cover. As we see, Trish Cortezes now get up, try and get something started for Western Australia.
Trish, who's 46, she's only been bowling 11 years, so it just shows you can start this game late.
Absolutely. You don't have to be 7, and we've seen people as recently as the Nationals that are 80-odd years of age and still going to the National Championships. It's absolutely fantastic to see the different ages and different techniques.
Trish Cortese
All right.
comes up with the 9 pins.
Exactly. Good 9. Nice, safe 9. She came off the split in the last frame that she bowled. Still not quite enough room in leaving that.
And she knew.
Absolutely. But again, you know, you're talking about the ages. We've got 2 bowlers in the Western Australian team that are over 40, and we've got the younger group in New South Wales. So being a heavy-duty competitor and athlete in the sport of 10 pins is not necessarily relative to age. It's based on your practice and abilities as you go through it. You can be as competitive for as long as you like.
Fred Alsop, next up for New South Wales. He's been bowling for 20 years. Plenty of major wins. 1993 New South Wales State Masters and this Golfing Classic. To his credit,
Get up.
strike, wobbling, stepping
Will it,
up.
won't it? Will it, won't it?
Still wobbling. No, it's all over.
No, decided to stand up, leaving the 5-10. So we see this shot of Fred's going down the lane, just touching the head pin. I don't know what kept that on the lane, honestly. It's still wobbling after it's been reset.
It settles now.
What'll be Fred will be aiming to do would be to just clip the left-hand side of the 5 pin in the middle of the lane and slide it across to the 10 pin.
Sounds easy.
It sounds easy, of course it is. Gives it some room. Oh,
Try.
okay, nice try, Fred, but back to the drawing board for New South Wales. Now this could really tighten things up here. Western Australia, Steve Hart getting up. We're halfway through the game and there's only 1 mark in it.
And they call Steve Hart Madonna.
That's right.
You were saying earlier why.
Well, simply because when he was younger, it was almost on a weekly basis. He'd come into the bowling centre with a new hairdo and different colours, and consequently he got the nickname Madonna.
I don't know if she plays 10 pins, but Steve certainly does.
Push.
Oh,
And
yes!
he comes up with a strike, a wobbly one. So Madonna strikes.
Absolutely. He thought that was gone for all money, that shot. As we see here, the ball's just going down the lane. It's riding almost the edge of the gut. It just touches. There's 3 pins. There's 2. There's 1. And now there's no pin standing.
It wasn't pretty, but it counts. And New South Wales, they lead by 1. Their noses in front by just 1 point over Western Australia. Andrew Frawley. First up for New South Wales, leading the team a very important position. Starts it out right, coming back.
Taking it a little bit at the end. Not giving it quite enough room. The hardest thing to do in these pressure situations is to remember to trust the shot. Andrew getting down very, very low at the line, but going through the nose.
Tidies up the spare.
With Andrew's height, you feel that he could almost stand at the foul line and reach towards the pins when it comes to going for spares.
Be handy, wouldn't it?
It would be sometimes, especially if there's 1 or 2 left standing. But a close frame is the best that he can do at this point in time on the 7th frame. And now for Western Australia, we have Mighty Mouse, Tom Curry.
Looking for his first strike of these championships, Tom Curry. Just off target, he's left that way out right. He can't believe this, he's missed the top pin.
Well, I have to reiterate too, sometimes with this new reactive resin equipment, it is very, as its name suggests, reactive. And that is, it can really hook at the back end, and sometimes it's very, very vulnerable to any slight variation.
Bit of work left for Tom Curry, but he tidies it up like a thorough workman should.
Absolutely. But
He's
the
enjoying
advantage,
himself.
Tom always enjoys himself. That's one key factor that we must say, is that a lot of the bowlers, if they take it too seriously, they forget to enjoy it. And the key part is that there should be a good, even balance of both enjoying it as well as being competitive.
Sharon McLeish, New South Wales. Let's it go.
Hit it. All right, let's see.
Spinning pin. 1 pin left.
There's still nothing in this game. If I'm the team, this is the fascinating part about this format, is one player can lock in, but it's a matter of getting 3 players to lock in. Consequently, it's just so difficult. She's gone wide. Oh, too wide. That's twice on that lane on the left-hand side she's missed out. But it's made it very interesting now, opening that 8th frame, as we see, just giving it too much room, Sharon, and sailing past the 4 pin on the left-hand side. Now, Trish Cortez's, in a normal situation in singles play, would really capitalise on that opportunity that her opponent gave her then by opening a frame. Let's see what she does here.
Can she do it for the team on this occasion? Trish Cortez's is coming back.
Broke it up, broke it up. That shot almost looked lazy for Trish. She was so intense, she seemed to take a couple of seconds longer. Seemed a little bit higher at the foul line there, and the ball took off. Not quite the normal, perfect execution that we're used to seeing from Trish. Keeping the same ball to go for the right-hand corner spare. And not a problem, not a problem.
Tidies it up well for WA, Trish Cortez's.
There's less than 1 mark in this. Still, it's been like this the whole game. It could go either way. We're now into the base frame, the 9th frame of this game. Western Australia having a little chat amongst themselves, trying to relax, take the pressure off. Fred Alsop in the meanwhile up for New South Wales on the right-hand lane.
Alsop.
Oh!
Misses the line, but still gets the strike. So Alsop strikes a vital blow for New South Wales.
If the right-handers aren't going to strike on that side, why shouldn't the left-handers do it? He's given it some room. He's using soft case equipment. It takes off, and he'll take it. Doesn't matter what side it's on. He'll take the strike. 4 points to New South Wales in the 9th frame.
Steve Hart, he now has to reply to Alsop. He's replied okay. The hands go in the air from Hart.
Almost anything you can do, Fred, I can do better.
So that's
Fred
his second
over.
strike.
He's got his 2nd strike of this game. Both teams are on strikes and going into the 10th.
With WA leading by 19. New South Wales and WA, they're going head-to-head here. Round 1 from the Coca Cola 10-pin Classic. Andrew Frawley needs a strike here.
If Andrew strikes here, he can shut WA out. There's 19 pins the difference at this stage. He's given it room. How does it look? Yes! What a ball, he says. It was a great shot under pressure, Andrew.
And that's why he's there as the #1 bowler.
Absolutely. Nice and low, application to target, and he's down on his knees. It felt good. It looked good going down. The ball getting into the pocket. Full 10 count.
He wants to keep the roll going now.
Still got the bonus 2 balls to bowl. Whoa.
Didn't like it, but I think he's fairly happy with the job he's doing.
Well, exactly. That was... It didn't give it enough room. With the type of player that Andrew is, he needs to get it out to the right-hand side. And good spare coverage that time.
So Andrew Frawley collects the spare for New South Wales.
With a total score for New South Wales of 170. Now, here's the chance. WA can now catch them.
Tom Keary is the man, is the captain, and the #1 player in the team. It's his job to do exactly that. Try and catch the Blues. Oh, he's missed the head pin again.
On that right-hand lane. Semi-safe shot, if you like. But so little in this. Leaving the 1, 2, 4. Going back for the spare. He needs to convert this spare for Western Australia to win this game. And he's done it. He's made the spare. That's why you put your experienced players up last to make sure they make covers like that. So that gives Western Australia 171 plus what Tom scores on this bonus ball in the 10th frame. Of course, because he got a spare in the 10th and last frame, he's entitled to 1 bonus ball.
Curie now. Final ball of this first round encounter. Still can't come up with the strike.
8th, the bonus ball count. 179 the score for Western Australia versus 170 New South Wales.
What a great contest we've seen here with WA home by 9 over the Blues. We'll be back next week.